Ladies and gentlemen, the world of tennis is currently witnessing the rise of a remarkable young star whose influence is growing far beyond the boundaries of the court. The name capturing the attention of fans, media outlets, and global sponsors alike is Alexandra Eala, a 20-year-old talent from the Philippines whose popularity is rapidly transforming her into one of the most marketable figures in modern tennis. What makes this story so fascinating is that Eala has not yet captured a WTA Tour title, and she has not even cracked the top 20 of the world rankings. Yet despite those facts, she is already emerging as one of the most attractive athletes for companies seeking a global ambassador in the sport of tennis. In an era where visibility, fan engagement, and personality matter almost as much as trophies, Alexandra Eala represents something incredibly rare. A young athlete whose charisma, story, and connection with fans are creating a powerful wave of influence across the tennis world. The Women's Tennis Association Tour currently features several dominant superstars. Players like Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, and Coco Gauff have been the defining names of the tour, especially after claiming 3 of the 4 Grand Slam titles during the 2025 season. Their performances have set the competitive standard in women's tennis, and they remain the players everyone is chasing. But even during a year dominated by these champions, another narrative quietly captured the imagination of fans around the globe. It was the breakthrough of Alexandra Eala. Her rise truly accelerated during the unforgettable run she produced at the Miami Open. Entering the tournament as an emerging young player still trying to establish herself among the elite, Eala shocked the tennis world with a series of fearless performances. The moment that truly defined her breakthrough came when she defeated the world's top-ranked player at the time, Iga Swiatek, on her way to reaching the semifinals. That victory instantly propelled Eala into global headlines. For many fans, it was the first time they witnessed the intensity, creativity, and fearless aggression that define her playing style. For tennis analysts, it signaled the arrival of a new competitor capable of challenging the established order. But perhaps the most remarkable effect of that Miami run was not just the results on the court. It was the explosion of support surrounding her. From that moment forward, wherever Alexandra Eala played, something unusual began happening. Crowds started to grow larger and louder. Fans traveled across cities and even across countries just to watch her play or attend her practice sessions. Social media engagement skyrocketed as tennis enthusiasts from the Philippines and from all over the world began following her journey with passionate enthusiasm. What once looked like the support of a promising young player quickly transformed into something much bigger: the birth of a global fan movement. At tournaments across the calendar, Filipino fans proudly waved their national flags while chanting her name. The atmosphere around her matches often feels electric, almost like a home match, even when she is playing thousands of miles away from Manila. Eala herself has spoken openly about how deeply she appreciates that support. During her recent appearance at the Indian Wells Open, she was asked about the incredible energy coming from the fans who continue to follow her around the world. Her response reflected both humility and gratitude. She explained that seeing members of her community show up at such a prestigious event meant everything to her. Knowing that people were willing to stay up late in different time zones, endure cold conditions in the stands, and cheer loudly throughout her matches added an emotional layer to every victory she achieved on the court. Moments like that remind her why she fell in love with tennis in the first place. When she was asked whether she ever imagined reaching this level of success, Eala reflected on her childhood with a sense of both pride and perspective. She joked that her 5-year-old self would certainly be proud of how far she has come, but she also admitted that she is not entirely surprised. Even at a very young age, she believed that tennis could become her life's journey. Her early years in Manila were filled with dedication and sacrifice. She trained tirelessly on the court under the guidance of her grandfather, who served as one of her first coaches. While many children her age were simply enjoying recreational sports, Eala was already spending countless hours refining her technique, learning the discipline required to succeed in a demanding sport. Looking back, she acknowledges that the sacrifices began very early in her life. Long training sessions, travel commitments, and a relentless pursuit of improvement shaped her development. Those early experiences built the foundation for the resilience that defines her game today. Her journey eventually led her to the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy, where she continued to sharpen her skills in one of the most respected training environments in the sport. The academy, founded by tennis legend Rafael Nadal, is known for producing players who combine powerful topspin strokes with exceptional physical endurance and mental toughness. Training in that environment helped Eala develop into a well-rounded competitor capable of competing against the best players in the world. Her left-handed forehand became one of her most dangerous weapons, generating heavy spin and unpredictable angles that trouble opponents. Her movement around the court improved significantly, allowing her to defend, counterattack, and transition into offense with increasing confidence. As her game continued to evolve, so did her reputation. Today, Alexandra Eala is not only recognized as one of the brightest young talents in tennis, but she is also becoming one of the sport's most powerful marketing forces. Sponsors have taken notice. Several major brands have already partnered with her, recognizing the potential she brings both as an athlete and as a global influencer. Companies such as Nike and Babolat are among the brands supporting her career, alongside Philippine corporations like Globe Telecom and Bank of the Philippine Islands. But according to reports circulating throughout the tennis industry, those partnerships may only be the beginning. There are growing rumors that several major international companies are preparing to offer Eala significant endorsement deals in the near future. Marketing executives see enormous potential in her story. A young athlete from Southeast Asia rising through the ranks of a global sport and inspiring millions of fans along the way. Some analysts have even compared her potential commercial impact to that of Emma Raducanu following her stunning victory at the U.S. Open in 2021. Like Raducanu, Eala represents a powerful combination of talent, international appeal, and cultural connection. She has strong support in several key markets, including Japan, China, and the Philippines, regions that are extremely valuable for global brands seeking to expand their reach. Because of this, companies are increasingly viewing her not just as an athlete, but as a long-term ambassador capable of connecting with audiences across continents. Prominent tennis broadcasters have also recognized the scale of her growing popularity. During a tennis event in London, respected sports presenter Gigi Salmon shared her thoughts about Eala's rising influence. According to Salmon, when it comes to crowd support and fan engagement, Eala might already be one of the biggest attractions in women's tennis. She recalled a recent moment involving Coco Gauff that highlighted the unique dynamic surrounding Eala's matches. Gauff jokingly apologized to fans for delaying a match involving Eala, promising that she would finish quickly so the audience could watch the Filipina star. That type of situation, Salmon noted, used to happen frequently during the era of Roger Federer, when fans packed stadiums primarily to watch him compete. She also remembered speaking with Eala during her incredible run at the Miami Open. The crowds during that tournament were astonishing, with thousands of fans turning out to support her matches. That momentum continued throughout the Middle East tournaments, where the atmosphere surrounding her appearances became almost surreal. In Dubai, the energy was so intense that it reminded some observers of a pop concert rather than a tennis match. Fans were cheering, shouting, and celebrating with extraordinary enthusiasm, creating an environment rarely seen in the sport. Of course, such immense attention also brings new challenges. During her match against Coco Gauff in Dubai, Eala suffered a decisive defeat, reminding everyone that she is still developing her game against the very best players in the world. But at just 20 years old, she has time on her side. Experts believe that as she continues to grow stronger physically and refine her tactical approach, she has the potential to become a serious contender for the sport's biggest titles. Salmon herself remains optimistic about Eala's future, pointing out that the Filipina possesses the powerful ground strokes and competitive mindset required to succeed at the highest level. With the training she has received at the Rafa Nadal Academy and the experience she continues to gain on the WTA Tour, there is every reason to believe her best tennis still lies ahead. For now, the story of Alexandra Eala remains one of ambition, perseverance, and global inspiration. She represents the dreams of a nation, the excitement of a new generation of tennis fans, and the possibility that the next global superstar of the sport may already be emerging. And if her current trajectory continues, both on the court and off it, Alexandra Eala may soon become not only one of the most influential athletes in tennis, but also one of the most recognizable sports figures in the entire world. Tennis Fire.